The World Sports Show here with USA Rugby head coach Mike Tolkin, and thank you for joining me.
My pleasure. Great.
Welcome to Philadelphia.
Yeah, great city. We had a good day out today. See some of the historic sites, so we're real happy to be here.
So you're not from far. You're from New York City, so this is almost in your backyard.
Yeah, it's good. It's good and bad. We've had had a lot of ticket requests, so I'm trying to fulfill those. But it's great to have so many people down from home coming to see and family.
You talk about a lot of ticket requests. You know, the word is out. This is a complete sellout. This event, it's standing room only. I mean, hearing about this event getting scheduled, I mean, told going into this game, how much of the energy does that help you guys for Saturday?
Yeah, massive buzz. I mean, to have the guys play in a sold-out arena just shows you where the game is moving in our country, and to have so many people support us, the guys are really looking forward to it. It's going to be great energy in the stadium.
When you talk about the way this game is developing, you helped start the U19 team back when you were 23 years old, am I correct?
Yeah, that's right.
We're not going to say the year, give up your age. But what have you seen like in the development of, youth rugby here in America?
Well, I think the numbers continue to grow in terms of the game and the youth development. Kids are playing at a much younger age now. You see, it's not unusual to see kids 6 and 7 in neighborhood programs, and that's tremendous. And we see high school programs that are legitimate, that are varsity, so many more. And then legitimate college programs that kids who are good and come from good high school programs can move on to. So that's all good news in the development of our game.
Now, with the core players you have now, that this is becoming more of an established sport here in the United States, what would you say, like some of the average ages, a lot of your players that they actually started playing rugby?
I'd say now you're looking at average age, probably very early teens. There's definitely some guys who started playing preteen. But I would say average age start is early teens, yeah, for sure.
I guess that makes it a lot, not easier, but it does help a lot when it comes to the strategy of the game, when things that you do in a game is just secondhand nature.
Yeah. In the past, we had guys who were starting in college and even after college that we were getting, and you just don't have the skills hardwired into you that some of these guys have now developing as kids. So that really helps us compete and get things accomplished quicker as a team.
How good is it to have experience of playing a team from New Zealand like you're playing this Saturday? Just at the end of the day, but regardless of the score is, what are some of your targets, some of your goals going into Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, obviously to have success in what we're trying to accomplish as a team in terms of our tactics, the way we play the game, we feel that if we can accomplish those set goals and objectives, we feel that we'll always compete to win, and that's certainly our objective, is to be successful in what we're trying to do and how we're trying to play the game.
What's the confidence level around your camp? You guys have won your last 2 games in the American Challenge. You guys won a couple games there. What's that confidence level coming back into this camp when you've got a couple wins under your belt coming in?
Well, the energy translates across, because there were some guys who played in that and come over here, and they bring that energy and that confidence and a little bit of chip on the shoulder. That's important going into international games, and so that's really renewed the guys and the vigor on the team for sure.
You probably don't have a problem hyping your guys up for game, but do you feel like a game like this, you don't have to do as much of a pregame speech?
You know what? I think this game and the crowd and playing the Maori All Blacks is really, the guys are really stoked to get in and dig in and get involved in this one. So I think that the event itself is really going to do a lot of my job.
Now, when you have a team from New Zealand come out and they do their haka, does that kind of just put you in a little semi-trance? Could you just sit there, and what goes through your mind when you see that?
Well, for me, I just want to get on with the game.
Yeah.
I guess every guy is unique in their approach and how they take it. Some guys take it in, some guys enjoy it, some guys, I'm sure, dislike the delay, all kinds of reactions. But what I know for sure is that the guys are ready to go, and so when that haka ends, they're ready to dig in and get the game going.
Now we talk about the development of rugby, that this is going to be one of the record crowds in the United States at 20,000 capacity. What's that say about the sport now that the World Cup now is becoming something you can see in regular pubs here? Even in Philadelphia, people are starting to look at it as just a mainstream sport almost.
Yeah, to get 20,000 to sell out the stadiums, it just shows that the recognition of the game, the participation of the game is on a level that we're creeping out of that unknown sport into a much better known sport and heading upward in terms of recognition of the game.
Now your sport, is a unique sport. You have a lot of other sports that people play. Now, what kind of skill set is this? Because you see a lot of guys that play the football that may not be able to play rugby. It always gets kind of thrown in that football comparison, but it's a sport where you have to be in shape. You can't be that overweight guy that can go on a sideline and just pump oxygen for 20 minutes. But you're a sport, you just have to be in shape and be able to run for 80 minutes almost.
Yeah, I mean, even, you look at 10 years ago, even a domestic rugby player is in much better shape And I would say Eagle players who played, a decade ago would look at these guys and say, wow, so much progress has been made in strength and conditioning. And, some of the sports that I think translate really well into rugby are basketball players, the nonstop movement, the hand-eye coordination, stop-start skills, wrestlers for front row players, soccer players. So, people, I think, knee-jerk thought is football because of the brawn and the contact. But really, a lot of the skills of rugby come across to those sports that I just mentioned.
Well, thank you for your time and wish you the best of luck this Saturday.
Thank you. My pleasure being here. It was good chatting with you.
Thank you.
Okay.